Hey sports fans, this is straight from the basement with OMMY. I'm a sports fan who always said, if I never played a sport professionally, then I want to talk about it. I'm born and raised in New York City. Played organized basketball for several well-known teams in the mid-'70s and the early '80s, such as the legendary Home Cold Rucker Tournament, Melbank, Stone Gym and Riverside Church, LaGuardia House, and my all-time favorite, Each One Teach One. Having sports in my life at an early age always kept me out of trouble. If I wasn't playing basketball, I was either playing football or baseball. Hey sports fans, this is straight from the basement with OMMY, where my opinions, views, and facts will cover the hottest, the latest, and the past sports events. Welcome once again. I want to continue to thank everyone who has liked and subscribed to my podcast, and if this is the first time you viewing it, please do the same. As always, before I get into today's topic, I must talk about one of the hottest topics, and we talking about Damar Hamlin making it back home to Buffalo. Yes, he's in the Buffalo hospital, but he's back home in his city. I am so happy when I heard the news when I was in the office, said a little prayer, thanking God that this man is recovering well. I am so happy for the family, for his friends and his teammates. Listen, NFL players and NFL fans, the road to the Super Bowl, we all can enjoy it now because this man, Damar, is going to be all right. So, let's get into today's topic, Wild Card Weekend 2023. And I'm just going to jump right on in and give you my opinions, my views, and my facts on the matchups and who I believe is going to move on. So we talking about the first game on the list. We talking about the Seahawks and the 49ers. Now, Seahawks with Geno Smith. We talking about a quarterback that has nothing to lose. Geno has nothing to lose. Geno and the Seahawks wasn't even supposed to be in the playoffs, but they here. And listen, I know it's a dream come true for Geno. He's going to be the starting quarterback in his first NFL playoffs after 9 years. Yes, he's a late bloomer, but my man, he was trying, he was holding them up, he was doing it. Now, that Seahawks defense is going to keep them in the game, but those 49ers, listen, before I even talk about the 49ers, you got DK Metcalf along with Tyler Lockett. Tyler Lockett, after those two, there's no threat. Now, Seahawks got trouble because they going against the number one defense in the league when we talking about the 49ers. Listen, listen. That offense for the 49ers is still physical after 2 years. We talking about playoffs with the 49ers in San Francisco. Listen, Geno Smith is going to go through hell. We talking about Brock Purdy, the quarterback. We talking about Debo Samuels, along with George Kittle and Christian McCaffrey. And the crew. It's going to be too much for the Seahawks. So I got 49ers moving on. Game 2. We talking about game 2. We talking about the Chargers versus the Jaguars. Now, listen. This game going to go either way. This is just my opinion. It's going to go either way. My dude, not call him my dude. We talking about Justin Herbert. That's my dude. I liked him from his rookie year. The Chargers quarterback I'm talking about. And then you got Trevor Lawrence, the quarterback for the Jaguars. They both going to leave it on the field. That's no doubt. This game is going to be left on the field with both quarterbacks. But the Chargers, along with Herbert, they got that fourth quarter winning recipe, I call it, because I've been watching Herbert from his rookie year to now. Fourth quarter, My man now to turn it up. It's going to be a close game, y'all. But I got the edge. I'm giving it to the Chargers. The Chargers will move on. Third game. We talking Dolphins versus the Bills. Yes, those Dolphins just got in. They got in with a little help beating the Jets and Bills beating the Patriots. So that's how they got in. But no fault to them because, listen, Dolphins played well all season until they star quarterback Tua got concussions. Not just one concussion. He got 2 concussions, and they had to shut him down for the rest of the season. And so that made the Dolphins started treading water and trying to stay afloat, and to the point where, listen, they got blessed. They're in the playoffs. Tyrone Hill, he's going to do what he got to do to keep his quarterback in this game. But we talking about the Buffalo Bills, who are healthy, completely healthy. And I just don't see Dolphins winning this game. Dolphins going to try to keep it close. They're going to fight. It's going to be a tough game. We talking about a division rivalry here. So Dolphins just not going to just get blown out like most people think they are. I believe it's going to be a close game. But between Buffalo and the situation with Damar Hamlin, listen, they're going to do it for Damar, and this is definitely the year. This is the year. Buffalo should be going to the Super Bowl. So I got the Bills moving on. The fourth game. I'm going with the fourth game right now. My beloved New York Giants against the Minnesota Vikings. Now, this game is coming down to the wire. Okay, we talking about a rematch from 3 weeks ago. We talking about this is going to be anybody's game. But if Big Don Wink Martindale, he got the nickname Wink Wink, Big Don Wink Martindale, the defensive coordinator for the New York Giants, if he can blitz and blitz at the right time, and we can keep the superstar sensation, we talking Justin Jefferson, and contain him, listen, the Giants can move on. I'm giving the edge to the Giants because I know Martindale, he's going to blitz, and he's going to blitz at the right time. The last time we lost against them 3 weeks ago, he blitzed at the wrong time, and we got beat bad by our secondary letting us down. But I know this time he knows he has to blitz, but he has to blitz at the right time. So I got the Giants moving on. Fifth game, we talking the Ravens versus the Bengals. Okay, so we talking the Ravens against the Bengals. We talking about the Ravens coach, John Harbaugh, along with his team that I know he's going to have ready. He's a great coach, and that's what he do. He gets whoever is healthy, he gets them ready. Listen, the Ravens, they going to be in this game. No doubt. They're going to be in this game. But we talking about the third string quarterback, Anthony Brown, who last week he did okay. But listen, he's seeing the Bengals once again. So he should be all right to play a little better. And the game should be a little bit more competitive. But you're talking about the Bengals. You're talking about Joe Cool Burrow, Mixon Dixon. We're talking about T. Higgins. Listen, those cats are starving to get back to the Super Bowl. So I got the Bengals pulling this out, and the Bengals will be moving on. All right, so we got the last game, which is the sixth game. We talking about those Cowboys against the Bucs. Now, the Bucs, they won their division. but they were still below 500. Now, I know Tom Brady, he's going to be ready. And I know Tom Brady don't have his real arsenal because most of his, not most, but some of his star players are still questionable about this game. It's been a rough season for those Bucs, but we know Tom Brady's going to be ready, okay? But listen, normally I won't doubt Tom Brady in the playoffs, but we're talking about a Cowboys team who's just loaded with talent. We're talking about a Cowboys team who's just thirsty and starving to move on. A team that is built for the Super Bowl this year. I'm not going to front. The Cowboys is built for the Super Bowl. So I got the Cowboys moving on. I don't see Tom Brady and those Bucs beating the Cowboys. I just don't see it. Even though it's going to be in Tampa, I just don't see it. Sports fans, I just gave you my opinions, views, and facts on the 6 teams I believe is moving on. I want to hear from you in my YouTube comment section. What 6 teams you think is moving on, and you don't even have to explain why. Just give me the 6 teams so I can read your responses on my next show. Please do that. I want to hear from you. Listen, I want to thank everyone who has continued to like and subscribe to my podcast. I want to thank you for hanging out in my basement virtually with me. Please, you listeners and you viewers, please check me out on YouTube and subscribe. Check me out on the platforms, the Apple and the Spotify. We're going to be on Amazon pretty soon. As I always say, sports is what keeps this world from going insane, either in a pandemic or no pandemic. Until next time, take care.